Muhammed Nebiyullah aleyhi salatullah. La ilahe illallah, la ilahe illallah, la ilahe illallah, Muhammed Habibullah aleyhi salatullah. La ilahe illallah, la ilahe illallah, la ilahe illallah, Muhammed Resulullah aleyhi salatullah. Salavat. Fatiha. Destur. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Evet. Euzubillahimineşşeytanirracim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Medet ya Seyyid-i Sultan-ı Evliya, medet. We are asking help and support from the holy ones. And inshallah, our association becomes a holy association. Otherwise, there is so many gathering happening right now in the world under the name of Islam. So many people running around left and right according to their understanding. They are thinking that they are helping and supporting Islam with their activities, with their gatherings, with their talks, with their conferences. Everywhere it's happening. But every day we are looking at the Muslims, they becoming more heedless situation. So many activities happening, so many active individuals in the world. They are learning about Islam, and in their own understanding, they are supporting Islam. But at the same time, we are looking at Muslims, they are falling more down to the lower stations and leave the way of Islam, the lifestyle of Islam. But so many is even losing their human level of understanding of how treating each other, how loving and caring and supporting each other as of humans. This is a very important matter, that too much knowledge, too many books, and is too many scholars, too many teachings. But when we are looking at it, the life of Islam, lifestyle of Islam is not there. How it happened, where we lost it, and how we are trying to fix it, and from where we learning. Everyone saying, I know how to do it. If I have the power, I will do it this way and I will do it that way. Sometimes later, we are looking, they are gaining some powers, worldly powers. We are looking at them, they are becoming the world's most tyrant and bad individuals. Especially, we are talking to Muslims. I am not talking to non-Muslims. I am talking to believers of Islam. I am not making sohbet to unbelievers or the people who's not accepting Islam. If that will be the case, it will be different sohbet. But this sohbet is for those who saying, I am believing in Allah and His Prophet. The last Prophet, the seals of the Prophet. I am believing that and after that, I'm going to be rising and I'm going to come to judgment place and I'm going to be questioned for every actions, and according to my intentions of my actions, I'm going to be questioned, and either I will be rewarded or I will be punished. That is the fate, that kind of fate, people that I'm speaking now. Not the different fates that they are calling this is a fate. No. So we are looking left and right, front and back, from far distance to most nearer now, and looking and trying to understand how Islam is in this 21st century that people are living. What kind of Islam is this? Is this the Islam that the Holy Prophet ﷺ brought to us? Is that how Prophet and ﷺ and the people that is surrounding him, first they have reached to in cruelty to the worst stations, so many of them, that they were able to kill their own children, to bury their own children alive. And what Prophet did to take them out from this heedless, dark, very bad situations that they lost their humanity. They were no longer humans. You cannot call somebody a human that is taking his own child and is burying it alive. No animal will do that. From the beginning of Adam alayhi salam, before Adam alayhi salam was on the earth, there was animal world was continuing. The animals will not do that. They didn't do it. They didn't attack their own children, at least when they were hungry. They attacked other animals. So the mankind, in that century, 1500 years ago, falling into that complete darkness. They call themselves civilization, watching every time. Monkey people saying we just born monkey once upon a time, and slowly we just became better, and we start walking and we start talking and we start putting clothes to ourselves, buildings and the houses, all kinds of foolishness that they fooling themselves with. So from the time of Adam alayhi salam until the Prophet ﷺ came, the cruelty was continuing left and right. From the children of Adam, they separated two sides, and one side continuing according to their ego, the other side is continuing according to the teachings of their prophets. And either they became humans, they reached to the highest stations of humanity, or they found themselves in the level of animals, but worse than the animals, falling lower than the animals. You couldn't call somebody an animal who were killing his own child, because animals they were not doing. So Allah is saying, no, you cannot. They are animals saying, no, they are not animals, they are lower than the animals. Then the Holy Prophet coming among those people in that darkness, and in a very short time, he start penetrating through their dark hearts, that their hearts turn into a stone, marrow, nothing feeling anymore, no feelings there. And penetrating through, and is making those, so many of them, that they were the worst of their time. They brought them to the highest station that mankind has never reached, and no man is going to reach to that station, what you call Sohbet. What he offered to them, what kind of lifestyle? That Islam is a lifestyle. Is this the lifestyle that he offered to them, that Muslims they are living today? And how we have deviated from that lifestyle, which today's Muslims also, they have fallen into the similar lifestyle. They're in that dark station. At least they were not believers. They were calling themselves Buddhists. No, no Buddhists, but idol worshippers. They were worshipping to idols. Buddhists, they are doing similar thing too. But today some scholars, they are saying they reach to the highest station of, they are representing the good lifestyle of mankind, the Buddhists. saying they are worshipping to idols and Allah is cursing in the Quran. And you are saying these are the people we have to take example? You mean trying to say the people that lifestyle example you're taking, people that they were in Jahiliyyah time, similar they were doing. But at least Hazreti Ömer radiallahu anh saying, at least he says, we were building our idols through a dough. We were making a bread in different shapes and we were cooking them. And we were putting them in front of us and we were worshipping them. And sometimes later when we were getting hungry, we start eating them. At least that's what they were doing. But today, no, you cannot eat, you cannot come near because from that from that statues that they are making, it smells so bad metal that you cannot even come near. So ugly. But the top level ones, they go in front of it and saluting, bowing down, so many going to sajda, so many going to rukh, and so many going to sajda. And they are understanding also, they are saying we are Muslims. When it comes to Islam, they don't leave anybody to come even near. But they go and they bow down in front of the idol, saying we are Muslims. So when we say, where is Islam? Have we lost this Islam? Where is gone? It's gone. It's not there anymore. When the men start 1900s, when they start rising their head against the rulings of Allah on them, and they start putting their ego front, saying what I say and what I want is going to happen, they lost Islam there. They claim that they were Muslims. They still claiming so many that they are Muslims. And so many is pointing finger to them, saying these are the best ones of Islam. But Holy Prophet saying, there will be pointed finger and they will be very well known. But when you check their heart, you will not find drop of faith in their heart. As they will recite Quran Karim, that they will move people's heart. People's hearts, thunders going, and thrilling is happening in their own body while they are listening to them. But the Quran Karim doesn't go down below their throat. Does not give them anything. We are living those days, these days. Ahir zaman, ahiro ahir. And the way that people trying to find way out again, they are running more deeper, and they are running to copy and to try to put more lifestyle of the Western lifestyle into their life, thinking that we're going to come out from this mess. Impossible. More you're running to that, more deeper hole is bringing you more deeper hell every single day that is passing. It is impossible to come out from that. Only way out from that, running back to Prophet ﷺ, taking his teachings and applying to your life. Is going to be very hard for your ego in the beginning, definitely. That's what is happening. Majority of the people, they're not worshiping. Worshiping, one of the heart inside worshiping, praying 5 times a day. Muslims today, they're not praying. They're calling themselves Muslims, but they're not praying. And Allah saying to us, the reason of your creation, I have created you to know me and to worship me. That is the reason that you are in this earth. You are not in the earth to run to make nice houses, nice buildings, nice cars, nice clothes, or take out the clothes and put some parts in your body that look like you have clothes. That's what they're doing today too. They're wearing clothes, but they are naked. As Holy Prophet is saying, they're going to wear clothes that they're going to call themselves they are covered, but they are going to be naked. And he's talking to Muslims. And the Muslims, then we say, from where you learn this lifestyle? Who teach you this lifestyle? Is this Islam? Is this what Holy Prophet brought? Say, what, brother, this time is time. And then we have to fit ourselves to this time. And where is your Prophet then? Who teach this lifestyle? This lifestyle has been taught to Christians through Jesus, alayhi salam. This is what Jesus said to them. This is how you have to live. Or this lifestyle is taught to them by Musa, alayhi salam, to the Jews. Or this lifestyle is taught to Buddhists by Buddha. None of them. But those who's running to say, yes, this is happening. We're learning from them. But behind there is shaitan. This is the shaitan's work. And Muslims, similar to that now, running, putting lifestyle, changing their lifestyle, changing Islam from every side. And they are very happy with that Islam. Because that fits to the ego. So, who are you worshipping? Allah, subhanahu wa ta'ala, or your ego? When it fits, it's okay. When it doesn't fit, no, it's not okay. One day people, they go according to the sunnah of Islam. This is what Islam saying. This is how Prophet was living. Next day, you find them, they have to be active with their own friends. With their friends that is not accepting Islam. So you're finding them in that kind of lifestyle. So he doesn't stay in Islam, or on the other side just goes back and forth. Just like those ones that they were coming to the Prophet ﷺ. They were listening. They were saying certain things. Yeah, you're right, you're right, you're right, you're right. And they live next to Prophet, and they go to Abu Jahl or others, and they are saying, does this make sense? It doesn't make sense. We are this and we are that. They are this and that. They say, you are right. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala naming those saying they are hypocrites. And they are worse than unbelievers. Because unbelievers, they have one chance. That one day they turn around, they understand, and they realize, and they come back around. But those ones, they're always going back and forth. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect us from that, which is this time, Ahir Zaman, is going to be more spreading everywhere now, that's what is happening. Be careful, watch yourself, and understand why you're doing things, and what is the intention behind. Because in the judgment day, you are not only coming to be questioning with the actions that you did, but you will be coming according to the intentions of that action. The action can be good, but maybe intention is not right. Intention has to be for the sake of Allah when you do things. If it's not that, then it's something fits to your ego. So this is what we have to watch. When we do things, we have to understand who are we doing it, for what we're doing it, what is the reasons behind. And you may do good things, you have to watch, what is my intention in this? I am here in the masjid. Why am I here in the masjid? For what reason? Why am I not in the bar? So many people right now is in the bar, in the clubs. Why I am not there and I am here? What is my intention? What is it that I'm looking for? This is what we have to be watching. This is the matter of faith now. To try to understand which level and where is the faith is. And once you understand that, you have to support always the level of the faith to keep in full charge. When the faith is in full charge, then different ideas start coming to you now. The right ways. And you run to do things more better for Allah's sake. Then you reach to the high station of taqwa. There Allah saying, subhanahu wa ta'ala, that you all same except those who has more taqwa. They are different station in the presence of their Lord. So we left a real Islam. Real Islam means the lifestyle of Islam. Because Islam is the lifestyle. Islam teaches you how to get up early in the morning, what to do. Why are you getting up early in the morning? You wake up. Why did you wake up? So many people in the Christian world too, I'm watching, they get up early in the morning. Once place I was living, all around was Christians. I was the only Muslim there. And early in the morning I get up, I go out and I call Azan. And when I'm calling Azan, I'm finding all neighbors, they are putting their lights on too. I'm saying, these are old people and they are getting up this time. But they're not really religious ones, so they're not getting up to go to church, they're getting up that time. When I go out from house, they're watching, waiting for me to go out, to hail, to say, oh, Mr. Fuad, I like your singing this morning again. They were getting up to listen to Azan. Their intention was that, and I'm praying for them, inshallah, that affect them some way, somehow. But the important is why they were getting up now. They were getting up to run. Here also I'm watching early in the morning, people, they're getting up. They're going to barns. They have to get the milk because the truck is going to come at this time. So the milk has to be ready. When they are getting up this time, their intention is also, while they are serving, setting their milk, are they connected with their Lord? Inshallah. And they will be rewarded for that, inshallah. We pray for them. Today is another big mess with Islam. Some Islam activities, some Islam leaders, they are fighting back and forth, saying, oh, Christians are entering to paradise, the Jews entering to paradise also. If they are going out from this world without saying, La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah, they are in trouble. To know that much. You are not the owner of the paradise, Allah is. But Allah saying, subhanahu wa ta'ala, that there is one group among them that they getting up early in the morning and they pray and they ask for forgiveness. But it's very little, handful of them, that your Lord, you'll find that He will forgive them for their good actions. And they will be rewarded, but not all. So for that, we have to watch that in individual cases now. How individual is living. Eastern part or Western part now. In the Islamic world too now. Muslims, they are living, their name is Muslims. Then we are watching their lifestyle is not Islam. Their lifestyle is not fitting to Islam. It is not fitting to the lifestyle of Islam. Their life that they are living, everything almost by the governments, what the laws are put, it is put by Western countries. And individuals themselves, the things that they have to do individually, they living according to that, the Western ideologies. Which so many Muslims today, they are preparing. What they are preparing today and tomorrow. They are preparing to celebrate Christmas. Muslims. But so many Muslims, According to them, what is Christmas to the Western ideologies? Christmas is the birth of Jesus, which is a fake calendar. But even Muslims, they are taking that. So many saying, well, we're not doing anything wrong, we're just celebrating Jesus' birthday. It is wrong, because first thing, that's not the Jesus' birthday that day. It's a fake capitalist movement. But they have to make big business in these days. Capitalism. Zionism has so many branches from every side. One of them is the capitalism. The other one is secularism, laicism, Kemalism, communism, feminism. Isms, all these isms is in it. It's just supporting that system up. So Muslims, they are falling so Hitler's situation that they are running to celebrate, according to their understanding, the Christian holiday, but they're not celebrating their Prophet's birthday. And they are arguing about, saying it is shirk if you do that. That's how Hitler's, that's how dark station they have falling into. Of course you have to celebrate Prophet's birthday, because Prophet is a mercy to whole mankind, not only to mankind, but to everything that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created. So Muslims, either they left the lifestyle of Islam and they have adopted some lifestyle from secularism. Watch this word is important. Not from Christianity, not from real Christians, not from real Jews that they are following the footsteps of the Jesus or Moses, but they are following the footsteps of secularism. Secularism is coming from the people of atheists. They are not believing Allah and His Prophet in any way. And Allah is saying to them, don't make your best friends from Jews and Christians. He's not talking to us. He's not saying to us, don't talk to them. Don't make business with them. No, he says, don't make your best friends. Best friend is that one that you depend on it, that you tell almost every your secrets, that when you are in the dark, when you are in the bad situation, you know that that one is going to come to help you. And Allah is saying to us, don't trust those who's not accepting Allah and His Prophet that way. Don't trust them 100%. And this verse is in the mouth or almost every Muslim, but then we look at it, they're not trusting Christian world or the Jewish world, but they are trusting to communists. The communists, they are worse than those ones, because communists openly, they are running to remove the name of Allah from the earth, saying even to use that, it's forbidden. They are running. If they have the power, they're going to remove all the holy books, they're going to burn everything, they're going to burn every holy person, and they're going to, as they did in Russia once upon a time, as they're doing in China. And next generations, they grow up and they become atheists. And that's what they did. The biggest fitna now, that is it everywhere. And that fitna has reached inside America, every side too. That fitna has reached Islamic world. And most of the Muslim nations, we are looking at it, instead of being ally and taking side in the strong nations, you have to take one side. Instead of being in the side of America, now they are going to be very upset with me, saying, Americans, they are the enemies of Islam. They're coming to kill us. What about Russians? They're depending on them 100%. And before you know, they become so tyrant. Then, as exactly what Syria and Iran is doing right now. They are depending 100% to the Russia and the China. And they are preparing to enter to a war with the whole world, with the ones that they are trying to remove the name of Allah from the earth. Do you think that they're going to be successful? Do you think that they're ever going to reach? Impossible. They're not going to be. But, of course, so many Muslims, they become so heedless too, that in the other side, as we say, they left the lifestyle of Islam. And we are finding the streets, they are full with people making demonstrations. Once upon a time, they were making demonstrations in Egypt. They want to bring Mubarak down. At least his name was Mubarak. He wasn't that Mubarak, but his name was Mubarak. They removed that one. Now they don't know what to do, because now they see the wars coming. So now they are in this street every day. It's not going to be better. It's going to be worse. If you're looking something other than Islam, it's going to be worse. Every single day that is passing is going to be worse to you as an individual, as a community, and as a nation. Those nations that they're looking to find safety, step by step they have to come closer to Islam. They have to enter to Islam, and they have to make their lifestyle into Islam. Not they're going to make their Islam to fit to the lifestyle that they are living. They're going to change their lifestyle, and they're going to learn, they have to learn the lifestyle of the Prophet, ﷺ, and they have to put their life into that. Otherwise, no safety for anyone on the face of earth that they are living today until Judgment Day. There is no other way. From the time that the Prophet came, ﷺ, this didn't change. Through the history, we watch step by step how when Muslims, they were holding tightly to Allah and His Prophet, how they rise. And when they left Allah and His Prophet, how they falling down. And the Islam today, Muslims, they are claiming that they are living Islam. They left Islam, or they fit their Islam into the lifestyle of Western lifestyle. And they are falling every single day to the lower and the lower and the lower and the lowest stations. They losing their identity. They losing their honor that Allah has subhanahu wa ta'ala has given through Islam. Everyone claiming that they have honor. Who is the one who has honor? That one who has promised to his Lord in the day of creation, Elestu bi Rabbikum qalu bala. Who's your Lord? You are our Lord. We only worship you and we only ask help from you. That those who keep their promise and they come to this world, they know that they give the promise. That promise is their honor. They keep that honor, they live with that honor, and they die with that. They die with that. That is the honor that you're looking for. That is the honor that you have to run for. That is the honor that you have to sacrifice yourself. That is the honor that you have to sacrifice your wealth. That is the honor that you have to sacrifice everything that you have. Don't drop it because you go out from this world without honor. And if you go out from this world without that honor, that means you didn't carry the human value, human station that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has granted to you and giving you a title saying, you'll be my representative on the face of earth. You didn't carry that. Then you enter to this world in a human shape, but you were not able to go out from this world through a human shape. So either in this world you live as a believer or unbeliever. And while you are dying, Either you will die as an unbeliever, or you will die as a believer. There is no third level. There is no third station. If you are a hypocrite, you are an unbeliever. You will become an unbeliever. You will be falling to the worst than the ones that was denying Allah. But you're still unbeliever. So either you be a believer that Allah and His Prophet giving description to us, or you will be living according to your own ego. Whatever fits to your ego, you'll be supporting to your ego, and you will dying with that. You call yourself believer, it's okay. But angels, they check your book. You enter from one side of this world. Much is breath of life Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has granted to you. You will keep it. And when the time is up, angel of death comes, takes that trust away that is giving to this body. Either you use that properly, or you didn't. So either you enter to the world as a human, which you enter as a human, and you reach to the level of humanity through your faith, through an independent, live by yourself believing and accepting your Lord's orders, or you start thinking and believing so many other things that is coming from your ego, supported by shaitan whispering, and it just fits to you, to your own intelligence that time, and you put your intelligence under the order of ruling of your ego that time. So your intelligence is not going to give you too much of value hereafter life. But if you are using your intelligence and you're putting your intelligence under the order of your spirit and your faith, and that intelligence, it may make you to reach to Sidratul Muntaha up to while you are living in this world. Wa min Allah tawfiq. This much should be enough for you and for me, for those who's looking to find safety and trying to find something to put to their life, not only looking for safety. Everyone is running to find safety again in these days. They are believing that the world is running from every side to the big war, which is a holy war, which every holy book is talking about, from Christianity to Judaism to Islam. But we are not finding real priests and the rabbis and the rabbis and those ones to talk about that. And today we're not finding so many imams to talk about that too. And everyone running to say, we're making peace, we're going to make peace, we're going to make body, we're going to have Christian and Jew together and Muslims, and then we're going to hold hands together and we're going to say hallelujah, Islam, Christian, la la la, hanakuna, manakuna. That's not what Allah wants from you. Allah wants from you and from me all together, not to say hallelujah, to say La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This is what Allah is ordering from the day that He sent His Prophet to this world, saying to us, today I have sent and I have complete your religion. Whoever is living on the earth, if they want to come to my presence clean, this is the religion that you must come to my presence. You must come to my presence with inna dina indallahu Islam. You cannot come to my presence claiming and accepting another religion. I am not accepting your religion that way. So this word is for you and for me, from everyone who's hearing, believers and unbelievers. If you're calling yourself a Christian and you say, well, that's not true, I don't believe, say, live the way you believe. If you see you are Jewish and saying, no, it's only Jews' rights, Rabbi Mabi is right, I'm saying, it's okay, continue that way. If you are Wahhabi, saying, no, brother, Prophet is just a messenger, came and gone, saying, believe that way. But don't forget, you're going to die, and you're going to be buried inside that hole with your belief, what you send there. And you're going to find it. You cannot escape that time. You cannot run away. You cannot have help. Not one person, not 1 billion, not all the governments in the world I cannot help you there. You are by yourself with your own actions, with the actions of your intention. No help will reach to you that time. If you pass from this world really believing in Allah and His Prophet, and you run to do your best, but you still didn't fulfill your duty, but you love your Prophet more than anything, as Holy Prophet saying, alayhi salatu wasalam, a man stopped at the masjid door, and the Holy Prophet was talking. And he said, what did he say? Forgot. He asked, what should he do to enter to paradise? He said, Ya Rasulullah, what should I do to enter to the paradise? And the Holy Prophet gave him the descriptions. And he said to him, you gotta do this, and you gotta love your Prophet. And saying, Ya Rasulullah, I am doing these orders that you say to me, meaning 5 daily prayers and all that. I try my best, but I know that I cannot be impossible to do the way that you're doing. But I want to be with you. Saying, Holy Prophet saying to him, you will be with that one who you love that time. What? Meaning you're trying your best according to Islam, according to the teachings of Islam, according to the teachings of Holy Prophet ﷺ. You try your best and you love your Prophet, as Holy Prophet saying another hadith, Umar radiallahu anh came and saying to him, Ya Muhammad, I love you more than anything except myself, except my ego. And the Holy Prophet saying to him, Ya Umar, if you don't love me more than yourself too, you have not reached to complete faith. And Umar saying, Ya Rasulullah, I love you more than that. Don't think that the Umar radiallahu anh just came over there to put his ego up to say, I love myself more than you. Allah make that things to happen to next generations to hear. Prophet wasn't going to come out by himself to say, you must love me because Allah is saying, you must love me more than anything else. Allah is making rehearsal. Prophet is very humble individual, that Allah, knowing that he's going to feel very uncomfortable just going saying that, make that rehearsal to happen. And that time Jibril coming saying, say this to him. And saying, Umar radiallahu anh saying, Ya Rasulullah, I love you more than myself. It didn't pass 10 minutes even to think on it. How can you sacrifice your own life just like that? But you already did. The love, the sign of love he has already showing so many years before, that every time he was a shield front of the Prophet. How can a person to say, I love myself more than you, and is running in the workplace saying, where is the Prophet? Let me just stand in front of him, that any spear or any arrow, anything can come this way. I will be a shield. I will go first. There was a sign of love that's showing through action that, yes, I love Prophet more than myself. And that rehearsal happened for us. Allah is teaching us lesson to every one of us to understand that if you don't love that Prophet more than yourself too, you're not going to reach the complete faith. If you really understand the love of the Prophet and you try your best in the world, so that time you may find some help also in your grave, that you left it certain things that you didn't complete it, which the shafaat of the Prophet ﷺ will reach to you. Of course, the Wahhabis now as something, they're going to be shrink like a sünger, like a sponge. But they can crack up if they like it from 50 different places in their body. All their blood veins and crack up if they want it that way. It's okay with me. Love Prophet more than yourself. Put Prophet to the place that Allah is putting. You are not putting Prophet more than what he deserves. Allah put him the highest station that no man can put him. And Allah is saying to us, point finger up there. Don't pointing down. You lose everything. I will not accept you as of my servant. So the Wahhabis, they should wake up to understand this. Wahhabi idea people should understand, to wake up to say they should not go around to the Prophet didn't create it, a mercy to all mankind. Allah, they playing around. So those unbelievers, I call them unbelievers, because if they are denying one hadith of the Holy Prophet, one hadith Qudsi or one ayat, they will be falling into that category. And they are denying so many things because it doesn't fit to their ego. They are keeping their ego the highest. That they are seeing themselves higher than the Prophet ﷺ. They are the Nemrut and the Firauns of this time. And so many became the representative of Islam. So wake up to understand which side you're going to go, and you have a free will. You can choose. And your free will, when you are choosing, you're going to choose according to your own self. Whatever the side you are putting yourself, you're going to choose it by yourself. If you're putting your ego up to high station, most likely you're going to run people with the ideas of Wahhabism. You're not going to call yourself Wahhabi. So many are still calling themselves Sufi. They are calling themselves the best tasawwuf people. They call themselves, I love Abdulkerim Geylani, or I love Mevlana Jalaluddin Rumi, and I love Shaykh Ahmed Rufai, and I love Shaykh Naqshbandi, and I love this. But you look at their actions, you look at their lifestyle, they are supporting their ego, and their ego is up, putting them up. So that word is something else, and the action is something else. And Allah is not accepting that. So we have to wake up to understand which side we are holding, and which side we are directing ourselves. And to know that this breath of life that you are taking, don't just use it. We just got it like that. You have it now, next breath, you may not have it. Next breath, you may not be able to take it in, or you may not be able to give it out. If you sit down and think about yourself, that's why they are denying that too. Holy Prophet saying, the one who knows himself, he knows his Lord. If you start studying your own self through physically and through spiritually, step by step, start with physically and start thinking how your heart is working, how the activities in the body is working, how the blood is going up and down, and why certain activities of the body stops instantly sometimes. You will get scared by yourself. You know that this heart is pumping non-stop the blood. If the heart stops sending the blood, you're going to die. If the heart is certain areas, there's a blockage there, and the blood doesn't go through there, that area is going to die. That part of the body is going to die. A certain amount of time. I'm not a doctor, you are a doctor, you know how it is. If the blood is not going there, that organ is going to die. And that can happen to you right now inside. When you're thinking about yourself, and that just doesn't happen, giving you alarm signs everywhere sometimes. Sometimes it gives you alarm, sometimes it doesn't. It just like starting the car, and one day, car is going shut down and it doesn't work. The mechanic has to look at it. So, if you're understanding yourself and if you're understanding the activity that is going on this body, you will be scared first. Then you understand and you look the owner of that. When you turn to the owner, is Allah saying, this machine belongs to you, and I turn myself to you. That is the time you start feeling more comfort and peace in your own self. Otherwise, you're not going to have peace. You're just fooling yourself. Just going to fool yourself day and night. But any activity is happening around you, either your blood is going to rise so high or it's going to go down, and something is going to happen to you because you have no peace with you. Instantly, you may go out from this world. And that's how it's going to happen to you and to me one day. Don't think that one day when we say it is too far away, That one day maybe is 1 minute later. Wake up. Oh, children of Adam, wake up. Wake up to yourself to understand how delicate and how fragile the life that is. And this life can be just like that. Taking away from your hand, just disappearing. What about the faith? What about the level of the faith? And when the angel of death is reaching to you, where is your faith? Where the faith is just going to kick in? And how are you going to react that time? Who are you going to hold on to that time? Are you going to look at the eyes of the doctor and you're going to beg to say, please save me? Or you are just going to look at the doctor saying, if there will be a cure, Allah will give through the hand this one. If not, I am preparing to go to the other side. So if your faith level is in the low levels, you're going to look help from every side. Doesn't matter who you are, what you are, how strong you are and how weak you are. That's what is going to happen. So if your faith is in the low stations, you're going to look help from other than Allah. If your faith is in the high station, you're going to look saying, what you're going to say? Alastu bi rabbikum qalu bala. Oh Ya Rabbi, I have promised you that I will live for you and I will die for you. If it's good for me to die now, I am ready to go. You can take my life. That time, you pass the test. Because everything that is happening in your life on this face of earth, it is the reason of the test. Don't start complaining. People are complaining left and right. My life turned upside down. Who turned your life upside down? You yourself or somebody else. Or the owner of that life. Why he did that to you? Maybe it's a wake-up call for you to wake up from something. That you're depending other than Allah. Yes, that's what happened to children of Adam. They are holding tightly other than Allah. And Allah is not liking. Allah is not liking even when His prophets, they did it through certain words. So we have to wake up to understand, yes, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created us. He is the one who is giving the life to us. But there is an ocean that we have to pass through. And saying to us, you don't know how to swim. And there is ships that passing through that ocean. You have to hold on to that ship. And you have to watch to the captain of that ship. What he says, you have to pass through. Otherwise, when the captain is going in the sea, and you start making too much trouble to the captain says to you, well, live as you like. He grabs you and he throws you back to sea and saying to you, pass the ocean by yourself. This much, I hope, is understandable for those people who's calling themselves Sufi. Tariqat people. Sufism became some kind of feminist word in the Western world too. Sufism means so much weakness. The Sufis, they are so... The Sufi can do this? Yes. The Sufi can raise the sword for the sake of Allah and hit and take the neck of another person who's rising his head against Allah. And that same Sufi can just sit nice and comfortable, take the pen and start writing the name of Allah with that peace. That Sufi is the one that who gives all love to all mankind and all the culture. And that same Sufi, for the sake of Allah, he will burn everything for Allah's sake. For those who's rising against to his Lord, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We reach to the days, we are not in the beginning of the world. We are in the end. And mankind, today under so much weaknesses, so much under weak laws that they put on themselves, since the time that the Holy Prophet came and passed, 3 centuries later, weaken and weaken and weaken and weaken, changing the laws of Allah according to the time and the place that they are living, and today they made their wars. They make their wars. And yes, it doesn't fit to Islam. It doesn't fit to their faith too. And they're not even understanding when you say, this is not Islam. You're crazy? This is Islam. This fits to my lifestyle. Your lifestyle is not Islam. Islam is the lifestyle. Your lifestyle is according to capitalism. Your lifestyle is according to secularism. It's not according to Islam. So because it's not, you're becoming weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker. And because you are weak, you want to bring Islam to that weakness, to the weakest station. You cannot. Islam is high. You're going to turn around. You're going to stand up. You're going to feel yourself. You're going to run anywhere that energy that is going to be giving to you to fulfill your faith and to make your faith to grow stronger. When the faith is becoming strong, the actions and the activities slowly by you forcing yourself, and you become just like those Sahabe Kiram that once upon a time they were living the worst of the worst, and they turned to the Prophet. They didn't say, we're going to continue our lifestyle and we're going to believe what you are saying to us. Holy Prophet saying to them, you leave these are the main things that is standing on your way. Islam is putting halal and haram to you. Don't break the orders, what Allah is putting to you. What is halal, what is haram is haram. Today's Muslims, yes, they remove that. Say, there's no government to enforce it. For that, they are doing it. But that's why Muslims, they are suffering. Those who skipping that on themselves, they live in comfortable life again because they are in peace with their Lord. So, as we said earlier, the world is preparing for their wars. Don't think that something good is happening out of this. No, it's going to be the wars happening. And after that wars, inshallah, something good is going to happen. But are we going to survive from that? There's a big question mark. You and me and every one of us. So, the world prepare themselves to that Armageddon, that biggest war. That every holy books are talking. And under that name, they're not doing under that name, but every nation, they prepare themselves and they brought themselves to that area that that war is going to happen. And they still not waking up so many to say, this is what happened. But everyone has their own plans there in that. But when the war is going to begin, it's going to sweep so many in it. It's going to swallow so many. Inshallah Rahman, if we are living, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us more faith, to keep our faith strong, to continue doing as Holy Prophet ﷺ has left to us. If that wind of fire will reach to us, we go out from this world in the highest station of the faith, inshallah Rahman. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help and support our Shaykh through every way, that he is a guide. He is a guide to us. He is a guide for whole mankind today, that he is taking from the Holy Prophet ﷺ and showing to us how to live. If we listen to him and take what he's saying and apply to our life, we're going to find the differences. If we just listen to him through our ear and our lifestyle is still in some other way, if you live right next to him, it's not going to help you. Ve minallahu tevfik ve hürmetil hayy ve hürmetil Fatiha. Amin. And we are here to say, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah